When I first heard about this $200 or $300 con job, it didn't sound like fodder for a big investigation until I discovered the man behind the scheme has pulled it off not once or twice or even 10 times. Try nearly 1,000 times just the past couple of years. And get this, state regulators know all about it, but we found it's still happening all over the map. Like any good salesman,
I don't want to be on TV if I don't have to be.
Ed Zapensky knows sometimes you've just got to get your foot in the door.
And I'm not going to authorize this.
But when the Fox 6 investigators managed to stick one in his,
You're in my door.
Well, why don't you talk to me?
You're in my door.
He slammed it shut. You owe people a lot of money.
He's a scam artist.
Colleen Elvin only wishes she'd done the same back in March when Zapensky first stepped foot in her Port Washington salon.
I was working and he just came in one day.
He didn't have an appointment, just a friendly smile and a sales pitch.
The man is good.
Ed convinced Colleen to place an ad in one of his so-called fun treasure maps, cartoon-style maps designed to promote the mom-and-pop shops in a local community.
And I thought it would be fun to have my husband's and my face on there.
She paid $150 in cash and traded another $250 in salon products and services for Ed's wife and daughter. In return, she got a pink sheet of paper that said she'd paid in full. But it didn't say when the maps would be delivered. And when Ed told her they'd be ready in time for Port's summer tourist season, Colleen took him at his word.
Yeah, my dad still does things on a handshake.
But July came and went without any maps. Then August, then September, and by the time she called the number on the business card Ed left behind, the tourists were gone. Did he ever call you back?
No.
So she reached out to the Fox 6 investigators,
But I feel kind of stupid.
and we found she's far from alone.
It looked really cute.
It seems Zapensky has suckered small business owners from Two Rivers
I didn't even question it.
to Lake Geneva
I didn't feel suspicious at all.
and virtually everywhere in between.
It sounded great.
I thought it was a great idea.
I thought it was a neat product.
We thought $150 for 50,000 maps going out would be a great deal.
He's peddled his maps in Fond du Lac, Oshkosh, Manitowoc, Kenosha, Sheboygan, Green Bay, Sister Bay, Wausau, Belgium, Delavan, Ripon, Plymouth, Rosendale, Stevens Point, Random Lake, Paddock Lake, and many, many more.
Man, that guy got around.
He spends weeks in a town raking in cash and living large, trading spots on the map for free lodging, free meals, free haircuts and tanning, business cards, window tinting, photo shoots, and beer.
It's a really neat map. I mean, if he would just, put it out there.
He does produce maps, eventually.
I think that he told me that 4 to 6 months we would get our maps.
Mid to late summer.
Ozaukee County, he said, would come out in the summer, probably around July.
In Port Washington, they've been waiting 8 months.
Hasn't returned a single call.
In Lake Geneva and Walworth, nearly 2 years.
Do I feel ripped off? Yes.
No fuel today?
But the owner of this Two Rivers convenience store tops them all.
This is the map.
Patsy Wallish paid $300 for a spot on a Manitowoc County map in October of 2006.
This is supposed to be me
With blonde hair?
with blonde hair.
She finally got her maps 3 years later, and only then because she and others went to police.
We all kind of banded together because then the dollar amount grows, which then it increases the crime.
The DA charged the delinquent map maker with 4 misdemeanor counts of theft, and that did the trick.
The day that the hearing was scheduled, we got our fun treasure maps. They were dropped off.
By the time the maps were finally delivered, many of the businesses had closed. Still, it was enough to get Zapensky off the hook.
Somebody should stop him.
When I first caught up with Ed Zapensky, our hidden cameras caught him trying to pin the blame on a former business partner, John Montana Asenza.
He ripped me off for about, $15,000, $16,000.
It's the same excuse he gave Patsy Wallish 3 years earlier.
His business partner had left with the money.
Of course, Montana can't defend himself now. Last May, he overdosed on heroin and died.
I loved him like a brother. On and off, we'd worked together for 12 years.
Ed and Montana were a team, and together they hawked their maps all over the state. It's not just Port Washington.
Right.
You were charged with 4 counts of
Well, now you're
theft
interviewing
in
me.
Two
We're
Rivers.
done.
Once our camera was in plain sight, Zapensky didn't stick around to talk. But just minutes after he left me standing in a parking lot, he called.
19 years, I was never late at all the first 11 years.
The truth is, Zapensky's been doing this for years, and state regulators know all about it. In 2007, the Office of Consumer Protection ordered him to stop his unfair trade practices and to warn all future customers in writing that it could take 15 months to complete a map. Do you remember getting a copy of this when he sold you the ad on the map?
No.
Instead, it appears it's been business as usual. Did he give you a copy of this purchase notice?
No, because that would have jumped out 15 months. That's a long time.
The past 2 years alone, Zapensky sold ads to nearly 1,000 businesses at an average of $200 a pop. That's nearly $200,000.
He's making phenomenal money off of all of us. So I think that's sad.
And yet Zapensky claims he's broke. Right now he has 7 overdue maps to complete, but he told me he can't afford to finish them unless he sells new ads somewhere else.
I guess I'm at the point where if you run this on TV, it's going to probably ruin me and I won't be able to sell, and if I can't sell, I'll never be able to catch up.
In other words, Fun Treasure Maps has become a Ponzi scheme.
And I want it stopped.
We'd like to stop this man.
It's worth it if you can stop him from doing this to other communities.
I would just as soon forfeit my $150 so that no one else, like another 400 or 500 businesses in another county, get taken advantage of and don't receive their maps.
Take it from his victims. If Ed Zapensky ever comes to your town,
You're in my door.
well, you get the picture.
Oh, geez, close the door. Don't barter with him. Don't. The man's not true to his word.
Fun Treasure Maps are supposed to be a game where customers who spot the mistakes can win prize money. And over the years, Zapensky's maps have offered tens of thousands of dollars in prizes all over Wisconsin. So you might wonder, does anybody ever really win these prizes? Well, in 2006, the state ordered Zapensky to prove that they do. So far, though, he's only submitted evidence of 6 winners and a total of $105 in prizes. Brian Polson, Fox 6 Investigators.